Hi, my name is Oprah and today we have a special guest here and he is going to tell us his story. This is Dave Pelzer.
Hi everybody, I'm glad to be here to share my life story with you.
Okay, let's start with this. How old are you now?
I'm 20.
What was the beginning of your childhood like before you started to get abused?
I remember that my house was full of pets, cats, dogs, aquariums filled with exotic fish and gopher tortoise named Thor.
What kind of activities did you do with your mom and brothers and dad over the holidays?
I remember one October, when the huge harvest moon was in full view, my mom hurried the three of us out of our house to gaze at the great pumpkin in the sky. Then the day after Thanksgiving, she would disappear to the basement, then bring up enormous boxes filled with Christmas decorations. Each year one of us was honored by being allowed to place the angel at the top of the tree, while my father held us up in his strong arms. On Christmas Eve, after a special dinner and caroling, we were allowed to open one gift. After that we were sent to bed.
Since your father's job often required him to work 24-hour shifts, where did your mom often take you and your brothers for day trips?
She would take us places like the nearby Golden Gate Park in San Francisco.
What kind of activities would your mom do with you and your brothers in the spring?
We would have picnics. She would prepare a feast of fried chicken, salads, sandwiches and lots of desserts the night before.
What was the name of the park that you guys would go to?
It was called Junipero Serra Park.
Where would you guys go for summer vacations?
Usually we traveled to Portola or to Memorial Park and camped out in our giant, green tent for a week or so.
What was your favorite place across the Golden Gate Bridge?
My favorite place in the world was the Russian River.
How old were you when your mom started to torture you?
I was 4 years old.
How was your relationship with your mom when she started to abuse you?
My relationship with my mom drastically changed from discipline to punishment that grew out of control.
Why did your mom start to abuse you?
Because she became an alcoholic.
Where did you sleep at?
I would sleep in an old army cot in the basement.
So what would the nurse do to you when you went to her office?
First, she would examine my face and arms. Then she would ask me, "What's that above your eye?" And I would say, "Oh, I ran into the hall door. By accident."
Who would you lie to that you weren't getting abused by your mom?
I would lie to the nurse and my teachers.
Why wouldn't you want the nurse to call your mom?
Because when I would go home she would beat me up even more.
What kind of clothes would you wear?
Well, my long-sleeve shirts had more holes than Swiss cheese. My pants were just as bad, and my shoes had holes in the toes. I was able to wiggle my big toe out of one of them.
How long did you wear that shirt for? And why would your mom make you wear it?
I wore that shirt for about 2 years and she had me wear it every day because it was her way to humiliate me.
Where does the police officer take you?
He took me to the Daly City police station.
What did the police officer ask you?
He asked me for my telephone number.
What does he tell your mom when she answers the phone?
He tells her, "Is this Mrs. Pelzer?" "Well, this is Officer Smith from the Daly City Police Department. Your son David will not be coming home today. He will be in custody of the San Mateo Juvenile Department, and if you have any questions, you can call them." And he hung up.
Okay, next question.
Okay.
How would you get your food?
I would receive breakfast leftovers from one of my brother's cereal bowls, or I would get the food out of the garbage. I would get frozen dinner and hide them in the family garage to gobble it up later.
What did your mom force you to do?
She would force me to eat my own vomit, swallow soap, ammonia, and Clorox.
Were you happy when your dad would come and see you?
Yes, I would be so happy when he was home because my mom wouldn't be able to do anything to me because he would be there to protect me.
What age were you when you were sent to foster care?
I was 12.
Well, thank you for being in our show today and share your story with us.
You're welcome. It was a pleasure to come out here and share my story with all of you guys.